So there's a lot of predictions, a lot of discussion, a lot of talk about what's going to happen in the spring. Well, we're January now, but the spring market, the spring real estate market? What's going to happen in Canada? Now, Canada is like a mixture of regions. Like, it's not one real estate market at all. Things are different right from the city of Vancouver and the Fraser Valley right up. It's different in the interior BC. And Alberta's its whole market by itself. And those guys have been doing pretty darn good. And then Ontario is a completely different market. Quebec has no relationship to what goes on in real estate in the rest of Canada. Maritimes are on their own. Sorry, can't say Maritimes anymore. Got to say Atlantic. Everybody who's reaching for their phone to comment, don't. So, what's going to come in the spring? But the funny part about the spring real estate market, it really starts in February, because right now we're getting pre-approvals. We're getting people saying, I got to start looking in end of February, beginning of April, because let's face it, you've got to find the place. You got to have the mortgage pre-approval. You've got to locate it, negotiate. Maybe you decide not to buy it, and you got to go through a couple of tries, and then finally you get the place you want. And it may not, the actual sale may not close till May or June, or who knows. But the real intense part of the so-called spring real estate market starts now, because you have to get the mortgage pre-approvals first. So the mortgage pre-approvals are going on. I'm talking to mortgage brokerages across Canada. It would appear in the first 2 weeks of January, credit bureau polls are up like 40%, which means that these are people getting ready. That's a big jump, okay? And that's people getting ready to get their pre-approval all in order so they can go out and start shopping. But the actual buying doesn't take place till, March, April. I mean, that's the way spring markets work. They got to start now. So what's going on? It's a bit of an upswing. But now we have the inflation report. The inflation report came in hot. Inflation has not just gone down in an orderly manner. I never thought it would, but it has not gone down. So there's unlikely to be any Bank of Canada rate cut in April. I mean, everybody's talking, they're going to cut right away. They're going to cut right away. Really low rates coming really soon. And, that encourages people. Of course it does. Just knowing that the prime rate's not going up, Bank of Canada's not raising rates is just good news. But I don't think that's changed. I don't think the inflation report has radically changed that situation. So what's going to happen in real estate? Well, the rates aren't going to fall as far or as fast as people were probably thinking, but they will gradually come down. So what will happen in real estate? We're not sure. I'm not sure. I think the Alberta market just keeps ticking along because it's been doing a good job. I think that generally unemployment and some weakness in the economy might play more into Ontario. But here's the thing. It was a very, very slow real estate year last year. Super slow. It's the lowest in 23 years for sales. So there's demand. There's 2 million more people came to Canada. Now, they're not all permanent residents, sure, but there's still huge immigration. And there's people who really need to do a transaction. There's marriage breakdown, sadly. Sadly, some homeowners die. So there's some employment changes people need to look. If real estate is tamped down, if it's a very, very bad year for unit sales in real estate, then typically, eventually, it's got to fight back. Now, it doesn't have to jump up through the roof, but probably better. But how much better? And will prices go up? Because generally, people think, well, if the market's busy, prices go up. We're going to have to watch that. I'm not totally sold on that. But will there be a spring market? Yes, but I suspect more muted than some people might think. Will it be better than last year? Last year was actually pretty good. But will it be better than the terrible fall, the super slow months in September, October, November? Yeah, I think it'll be a bit better. The jury's out. We have to see what happens. I think it'll probably be a bit better, but there's no certainty of price increase. There's just probably going to be a bit more activity, and rate cuts may be pushed out longer. So the story of the spring real estate market, a lot of uncertainty, but probably not dead like the fall of 2023 was so dead. Probably there's going to be some kind of spring market. We're going to see about the prices later.